salute. Let's get to gardening. God bless us all for another day. So guys, so over here I have a mixture of greens. I have some purple top turnips, turnip greens. I have mustard greens. I have curly kale, and there's another variety of greens that are in there that I can't remember right now, but they're all mixed together as a pack of just mixture. So I got them all growing right now. They're all doing very well. These plants over here are mainly to feed my chickens, so they'll have something nice and green to eat. Also, you know, we'll be dabbing into it as well. But this is what's going on over here on this side over here. Later on in the season, I'm gonna have tomatoes growing up on these trellises, big fat tomatoes. I'm gonna have some what we got, eggplants, a whole row of eggplants, a row of peppers, and I put something else over there as well. The blueberries this season are gonna do very well. And they've been doing pretty good for the last couple seasons, but this year they're all the plants are just budded out real thick. So this is one I think I have about nine plants of blueberries, all different varieties and stuff. So that way you get blueberries at different times of the season, and they don't all come in at once. Everything is starting to bud out right now, so that's fantastic. Let me take you over to my espalier tree, my pear espalier tree. Last year it started doing well. This year it exploded with well, I've been working on getting a lot of fruit and spurs on it, and finally this year it exploded, and hopefully I have a nice harvest of pears. And I love how they're grown because it's espalier, so I'll be able to just pick the pears right there. Everything is doing well. So I'm gonna walk you around and just show you what I'm got growing right now and what I started. I started some potatoes, I started some carrots, and different types of other types of greens that I'm gonna enjoy. So let's take a walk around and check out the garden. So over here at my pear tree, you can see that all the fruit and spurs, look at them all. Every last one of them is just bundles of pears. Well, hopefully, it's just a bundle of flowering pears. So hopefully, they get pollinated very well, because I do have another tree just right next to it over there, Keeper's Player, that is also flowering very well. So I should have some nice pears coming in this season. Up here, as the tree was growing up, I just chopped it all up, and we'll get some fruit and spurs coming out of those ones as well. As you can see down the middle there, some of them are starting to pop in right now. Down in the lower branches here as well, you can see fruit and spurs all over the tree, and down on the bottom as well. So going back up to the top, as you're walking down here, you can see all the fruit and spurs there as well. So this tree is going to do very well this season. Right next to it, my mulberry tree is starting to break out. Got really tall there. I have to probably trim it down a little bit because it's way up there. I might not trim it this season, but next year I'm definitely gonna give it a little chop. See, everything is breaking out. over here at my trellis, I started off some peas. So get them growing. They haven't popped up yet, but I'm gonna have them growing, and I'm gonna have them growing up this trellis at the beginning, and then following up behind that, I'm gonna have some cantaloupes. I'm gonna put a row of cantaloupes on both sides here, and the cantaloupes are gonna grow on this trellis this year. Last year, what I have over here, last year I had some cucuzza squash growing on it. So, but this year I'm gonna grow the cucuzza squash on a trellis down that way, and I'm gonna have some, like I said, I'm gonna have some peas growing at the beginning, and to follow up with some cantaloupes. Over here in these little 3 garden beds, in the first one right here, I have dark Detroit beets growing. In the middle, I have rows of mustard greens, and those I'm going to separate them all up, once they get a little bit bigger, and spread them out through the garden. And then over here I have some buncheon onions and some radishes. The Bing cherry tree is just starting to bud out, and but it's got a little ways to go. Right behind it, my pond, right? It a couple years ago, a tree fell down that I had that was growing over here, and just fell down and landed right in my pond. And ever since, I've been having problems with the pond losing water all the time. And of course, the liner was torn, and so it's like I got a big tear right there. And then down at the bottom there must be some kind of breakage on it somewhere, because water is also draining once it passes that level where the first tear is. um, it shouldn't leak anymore, but it's still losing water. So I'm letting it dry out. I took some water out of it, letting it dry out, and then clean it up real good with some cleaning solution, and patch it up if I can. Hopefully that'll take care of the issue. If not, I hate to have to pull this whole liner out and put a new one in there, because it's a lot of work. Yesterday, I spent a majority of the day here, right in this area. It goes about 8 feet by 3 feet, then back like that. Here, I spent the majority of the day sifting this soil here all out, and then mending it up really well. Um, and added some bone meal to it, and some 10 10 10, and the soil is about 8 inches deep, or 9 inches or so, and it's rock free. It's very soft. So I have my carrots in there. I have 5 rows of carrots growing here. And those are what I plant. I plant the half shorts. Planted half short carrots. So hopefully they'll do very well over here in this area. Last year I grew them on that side over there, and I just got little bitty carrots. But over here I took some more time to it, and I amended the soil very well, and the soil's nice and loose. So hopefully I'll get a nice bundle of carrots there to enjoy. Also throughout here, I have holes with potatoes growing, so potatoes will be popping up all over the place here. Um, Here in this area here, I spent last season and the season before that, I just dumped wood chips, barrels and barrels of wood chips. So you can see over here, this soil is like deep in wood chips, and the soil underneath it is just nice. Break it down, break it down real well. Just like they say, a lot of people will tell you about wood chips. Wood chips are awesome. They do turn your bad soil into good soil over some time. So if you have some property and you can get deliveries of free wood chips, go ahead and do it, because it's the best thing you can do for your garden. It just helps you out so much, where you can save a lot of money by, over the years, your soil getting better and better, and it also feeds the soil, which will later feed your plant. So go ahead and get yourself a lot of wood chips. I've been getting wood chips for years, and this over here, this soil throughout the garden here, this is all just red clay and sand, but over the years I have turned it into some nice soil. Over here, on this side over here, I have a row of, this is a salad mixture bowl of lettuce. So that's what I got growing right here. You know, they haven't started germinating yet because I just got these into the ground yesterday. And over here on this side here is a row of curly kale. So that's what's growing over here on this side here. These are to feed the bull. Yep. And right here I have my Alberta peach, and she's starting to flower right now. I got her a few years ago, and I think I got this tree here. It wasn't actually. Some of these trees here throughout the garden I got for $5. I got them on clearance, and they're already putting out fruit. But this one here I actually got free. This one here I pulled out of a dumpster about 3 years ago, 3 years ago or so. Um, and it was thrown away. I guess the people thought at the store, I'm not going to mention the store, but they probably thought it was dead, so they threw away about 5 trees and some other stuff that I ended up grabbing it all, and everything was alive. I knew it once I seen it. You know what I mean? That the tree was nothing wrong with it. It was just a poor management at the store that didn't take care of their trees and didn't know nothing about them, whatnot. And so the bull came along and capitalized on somebody's foolishness. So this tree here right now is budding out right now. And last year I put out a couple peaches. This year it should do a lot better. I forgot to mention that if this is an Alberta peach, by the way. Over here we have my moon globe here. Now this tree here, I've been working on it over for the last few years, shaping it up, pruning it, keeping it where I could develop some nice fruit and spurs throughout the tree. The tree right now is just loaded with fruiting spurs, right? That are going to produce so much fruit this season. Last year it got flowered very nicely, and I got some pears out of it. But I wasn't so excited about the tree last year as I am this year. I mean, it is just loaded down with fruit and spurs all over the tree. Big fat fruit and spurs that are going to produce a lot of fruit this season, just throughout the whole tree. Can't wait to see the production on this fruit tree this season. Over here, on this trellis here, we have some kiwis lining all up on this trellis here. Now these kiwis I've had for, I think this is his 5th season, and this is a kiwi plant that I grew from seed, and it grew beautifully, right? Wrapped all around here. The trellis puts out beautiful leaves every year. The problem is it's not putting out no fruit. Now, I think after 5 years is long enough. She's on her last season, so I already got his replacement. Well, over here anyway, I got a hottie kiwi on this tree over here, and I know this there's nothing wrong with this kiwi over here, and I already got another replacement. I got another kiwi over here, and this kiwi that I got growing right here. it's a form of a hardy kiwi as well. It's one of the, I it doesn't say the name on it, right? But I purchased that kiwi plant, and it says it puts out a lot of beautiful little kiwis. So, matter of fact, let me look again, and the name may be on here somewhere. Matter of fact, I found another tag on it right down at the bottom there. It's in Isaiah. Isaiah, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Isaiah kiwi. So, and that puts out tons of little kiwis. So, hopefully, when that one grows up there, these two babies here can mingle and I can get some kiwis. This one here don't do anything this season. I'm ripping it out and it's hitting the fire. Over there, I have my rows of potatoes growing. I'm growing some red potatoes, some Yukon Gold, some Pontiac, and there's another variety I'm growing as well. My Santa Rosa Plum, she is about to explode with flowering. She, she put out a lot of little peaches last year. Hopefully this year they'll get much bigger. My golden plum over here, she hasn't broke out yet, but she's doing wonderful. A lot of plums last year. Snow White Angel Peach, she flowers very early every season. And sometimes I get scared because she flowers so early that, afraid of last frost come by and do her in. But last season, I had more peaches than I knew what to do with. So I just pruned this tree back down a lot lower, and but she looks like she is ready to explode with another wonderful harvest for the bull. Over here, my loquat tree here, there's the cutting right there. This piece right there, I airlaid her about a month ago. So I'm waiting till May. In May, I'm going to reveal if she rooted. So you can see her. She's all the way tucked in under all those wood chips right there, and she's nice and moist. So hopefully, and she's looking nice and green. So it's a good sign. The tree is looking fantastic. So hopefully, she rooted, and I have another big loquat tree to put somewhere else on the property. This plant right here is already fruiting, right? As you can see right here, some little fruits on her. I don't know if they're gonna grow and swell up, but nevertheless, you can see she is fruiting. So this season, the cucusa squash are going to be moved over here, and they're going to grow up on this trellis here, where they can stretch out a lot and can do their thing there. Got some onions. I planted some red onions and some yellow onions over here, and so we'll just keep them nice and nourished, and hopefully this season I get me some nice onions from there. The next row over there is asparagus, a whole row of asparagus growing there. Asparagus are doing very well. The other one is empty, and the following one is empty as well. And you can see back there I have blackberries. My grapes did very well last season, so hopefully this year I pruned her down real nice, and you know, just got all the main branches growing there, and I just nipped her back. So last year she did great. Hopefully this year she'll do fantastic. I'm about to come out over here to this area over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and prune her back right there. Those are figs. I think they're brown turkeys. I have like 3 different varieties of them, and over the years I forget, you know what I mean, getting old. But I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna trim her down because she's too tall, and want to keep her short so she can put out some new fruiting branches. This is what I'm saying about the blueberries. The blueberries are just swelled up. This little tree over here is my patio peach. I had her growing over there, but she was kind of tucked in behind my red nectarine tree over here, which is, just once it starts flowering and all the leaves come out, it was shading her out back there. And so I ended up putting some greens back there to grow down low. You can see the mounds there. And so I transplanted her over here, and she gets plenty of sun over here. As you can see here, she's starting to node out. She's starting to node out right now, and she usually loads up with patio, small patio peach fruit, which are I like them a lot, About 5 years ago, I've had this tree about 5 years now. About 5 years ago, I heard Lead Farmer 73 saying that he had one, and to his, they tasted like tennis balls. It hasn't been my experience. I kind of like them, but if he said they taste like tennis balls, then that's what they tasted like to him, right? So, God bless my brother. My aronia berry tree is flowering like crazy. Can't wait to taste some of those berries. Over here I have a service berry, but she hasn't started to break out yet. You could kind of see them starting to form there a little bit, but she'll be breaking out soon. Well, since restricting the chickens to that area down there, which is plenty, because they were just tearing up my whole garden, I have a lot of plans for the rest of this property going way down there. Little by little, I'll just be just working, you know, trying to create, because I want to create kind of like you know, botanical garden feeling back here in this area here, but definitely want to put a lot of more fruit trees back there. Up in the top, way up in the top, I put a whole row of what I got growing back there, mulberries. I got a whole bunch of mulberries that I clipped, and they have, you know, they're pretty good sized trees now, and I got them way in the back down there to provide some to screen off the area back there, some privacy, and also, you know, to get a lot of fruit there. Give the chickens some treats. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the little tour with me, and I appreciate you hanging out with me this morning. The weather's nice and warm. Getting this body loose now and getting it out into the garden to start really getting down there. Got a lot of stuff on the patio over there growing, and as the time permits, then I'll be transplanting them out into the soil out here. Okay, so anyway, God bless. I love yous. You all take care.